Hey, Shalom, Israel. Brother Reggie Jr. here. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm coming to y'all today to do a continuation of the book of Numbers. We're going to be doing Numbers chapter 2. And before I start Numbers 2, just as a disclaimer, man, I just want to say, I hope y'all brothers and sisters are doing what's right. I hope y'all are praying. I hope you guys are keeping God's commandments because it's getting bad out here, brothers and sisters. It really is. And actually, before this video, I was actually looking at my mainstream. I was looking at mainstream news, and I was also looking at my alternative news. And no matter which one you're going to, it's bad out here. They say foreclosure in America. I'm not sure about how it is anywhere else, but I can only speak for the country I'm in. Foreclosure in America, man, is through the roof, and they say it's steady rising. I mean, so many families are being kicked out of their homes. A lot of people can't afford to pay their rent. And mind you, these are people that's working like two jobs. There are some families where both the man and the woman both working two jobs and they still can't afford to pay their bills. They still can't afford to pay their rent. And then you wonder why, these people are walking around all pissed off and mad, driving crazy on the road. Because, even though it make me mad, now I can't stand people driving crazy and all that. But, when you see the grip that God got on these people, you see why they mad. Because remember, when the Lord put that judgment on you, it make you mad, right? Just like the men of Israel. That curse is eating us alive. And what the Lord said will be like a wild bull in the net, full of what? The fury and the rebuke of God. And so that's what a lot of these heathens, they feeling. They feeling that rebuke of God. They getting whooped. And see, the thing about it is on, the mainstream news and even alternative news, they're not going to really show you what's truly happening to them. But these heathens are living like garbage. Okay. It's only a very small percentage of them that's actually doing well. But the rest of them, you wouldn't even believe how they living, man. Go on YouTube, watch some of these, homeless documentaries. People are quite literally homeless. And when I say homeless, like working homeless. A lot of these heathen got jobs, but they don't got the money to put a roof over their head. They living out their cars, makeshift tents and all of that stuff. And in the midst of all of that, guess what, Negro? They got your face on everything negative. When it come to LGBT, when it come to this Israel Gaza thing, somehow your face on it. Our face is on every single thing that's negative and everything evil that's going on in this country. Black people faces all over. I see, these heathen, they got black people all in these commercials, all this interracial BS. They got our face up there when they're trying to push this progressive madness. Guess who face on it? Our faces on it. So guess what? When dissension comes in America, and it's not if, it's when. When dissension comes in America, guess what, Negro? They coming after you. And that's why, brothers and sisters, I come to you today to say, make sure that you live in a clean, holy life. Make sure you constantly repenting. Make sure you praying, staying in God's face, because I'm telling you, when the dissension comes, you're going to need divine protection. Because I tell you what, man, the Lord is riling these heathen up and they are pissed. And I believe, now it's my personal belief, I believe that 2024 is going to be a very, very turbulent year, boy. It's going to be a crazy year. And so we need to make sure that, we guard our mind, because we're going to see I believe we're going to see some crazy stuff go down. Okay, and so you're going to need to make sure you got a relationship with the Most High. Because especially too, You know, back when Trump was in office, I think he got in 2016, and Trump was putting it on these black people. And it wasn't him per se, but what Trump stood for and what Trump meant to these heathen. Boy, these heathen started putting it on black people, because see, these heathen, they wanted to take it back to how it used to be, how it was with their fathers. And what you seen from black people was crying out, you know, we need to get back in the Bible. I mean, look how evil them black people was. Yeah, we need to get back in the Bible. We need to unify, go to church. Then too, on YouTube, you're seeing all of these little black unity channels popping up all over the place. And why did you see all of that, brothers and sisters? Black people started to love each other, but why did you see it? Because the heathen started to show us what was in there, that was always in their heart. They started to show us, and they showed these black people, we hate you, nigga. We hate your black face. And see, Israel has to actually be showed. They have to actually be told that they're hated to believe it. But meanwhile, we got other black men and women standing on the wall saying, listen, these heathen hate y'all. Look, they just tolerating y'all. Because at this time, it doesn't benefit them to show their hate for you outwardly. So they're just quiet about it. But they hate you. But black people didn't believe it. So when Trump got in there, boy, them black people started hollering. Black people was getting lynched. I mean, them heathen was taking it back old school style. Lynching black people, tying them up the ropes. Now, instead of tying the rope around black people and then tying them to a horse and the horse drag them on the road. I remember I heard one story during the Trump era. They tied a black dude to the car and they drug his body all over the road. They drove him around till he died. I said, that's old school right there. And believe me, it's in these heathen heart too. You know, you seeing all on the commercials and the movies, even in animation. It's that crap in the blood in the animation movies. Animation movies, those are my favorite type of movies to watch. And even in there, you see interracial marriage. Now, Babylon will never push anything that's good for black people. So why are they pushing interracial marriage? Because they know that this is something that God hates. He cannot stand that. And that's all you see, interracial marriage, black and white people. And, you know, that's the thing that never really made sense to me with this whole interracial stuff. Why, when it's interracial, why it's got to be white and black? Why not Latino and Chinese? Why not a Cuban and an Ecuadorian? Why is it always a white and a black? And it's always a black man with a white woman. I tell you what, brothers and sisters, that's craftiness by the enemy. They trying to white your behind out. Genocide by your own hands, because they know if they do it, they know the Most High come and crack their skulls open, and they know that too. So I'm going to give these stupid niggas enough rope to hang themselves. And that's what you see in Israel. They finding the tallest tree that they can find. They wrapping the rope around their own neck and they jumping off, hanging themselves. So, you know, and then too, you know, and I'm just talking about this stuff because everybody act like they don't want to talk about this stuff. You know, I go out in public or I go to work and, you know, you see these arrogant ass black people, just arrogant as hell. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to speak to you. They don't even look your way. Whether it's a black man, black woman, it don't matter. They act like they don't even see you. And when they look at you, they look through you. They won't say two words to you, but as soon as they see that heathen, and that heathen ain't even paying attention to them. That heathen man, heathen woman ain't even paying attention to Tyrone and Keisha's black behind. But what they do, they all smiles. Black people show all 32 teeth. Just smiling and they laughing. All that extra stuff. I can't stand when black people do that stuff. Doing all of this extra stuff and the heathen ain't even paying attention. They just looking at this nigga doing. Just looking at him like, this nigger away from me. do you think God is happy about that? Like, black people seriously walk around thinking that that's okay. Like, God is not going to judge them for that. And that's why the Lord got these heathen all riled up, because pretty soon the Lord going to have these heathen jump on these Israelites. Even during the Trump era, God said, let me see what Israel do. During this era, Israel was crying, screaming, we dying. We need to get together. We need to raise our families. Fathers, we need to be fathers again. Mothers, we need to be mothers again. We need to be men and women again. We need to stop all of this fighting. And they kept crying out to God. So God said, okay. He said, I'm going to get the orange man out of office. I'm going to get him out. And just so I can see what y'all Negroes going to do. Got him out of there. And what did you see? The Negroes started. I mean, as soon as the old man got in office, as soon as that old man got in office, black people showed the hell out. They showed out. They turned it up. Black people turned it up, man. You thought black people was gay before, homosexuals before? Oh no. When this old man got in office, they tripled it, quadrupled it. They really started sinning. Because, see, Israel, they don't really want to do the right thing. See, they wanted Trump out the way, not because, oh, we want to do the right thing. We trying to do this, but he in the way. No, you wanted him out of the way so you can go back to sinning. That's exactly what it was. And as soon as he got out of the way, Israel went back to their father. They're actually doing worse. So, me using my brain, the Lord ain't finna let that slide. And that's why this is a warning to all you brothers and sisters. Make sure you are serving the Most High. Make sure you ain't backsliding, got one foot in the world, one foot in the Bible. Ain't none of that. Make sure you are really serving God and that you repenting and you stand in his face, because when this judgment go forth, God ain't going to show no mercy. The mercy is right now, while you have a chance to repent. While you have a chance to serve God with all your heart, soul, and your mind, this is your chance, okay? And so when the judgment go forth, you will go through unscathed, untouched. In fact, let's go ahead real quick. I know I'm taking a little minute, y'all. I'm gonna get to the lesson, but I just feel like I need to say all of this. So let's take a look at Psalms chapter 91. Because see, when you serve God, you get divine protection. God will see to it that no evil will come your way. Psalm 91 and verse 1, and it says, he that dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. But the Lord said, he that dwelleth in the secret place. Who is that dwell in the secret place? It's that man or that woman that served the Most High, who is choosing to do what's right when everybody else out here is doing evil. Because right now it's convenient to do evil. You get rewarded and everything. You're doing right in a time where doing right is not popular. Because doing right now, according to Babylon, see, that's not popular. It'll get you destroyed out here for doing the right thing. But you say, to hell with that. I'm going to keep my integrity and I'm going to keep doing the right thing and I'm going to keep serving God. Well, the Lord say, when you do that, guess what? You dwelling in that secret place, which is under what? My divine protection. You abiding under the shadow of the Almighty. You know what that means? You're in his care. You're in his mind. You're in his thoughts. He thinks about you. He's looking over you. He's watching over you. Just like a little baby bird. The mama is in the nest with that baby bird, overshadowing the baby bird. Won't let nobody come near this baby bird. Well, that's how it is with us. Verse 2, and it says, I will say of the Lord, the person that can say this of the Lord is the person that's really serving him. They not backsliding and doing all of this evil. Okay. It's that one. It's the remnant. Those who really serve the Most High. And they choosing to do right in a time where it's not convenient. Says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge. Right? A place where you go for shelter from the outside elements, things that can damage you. And it says, in my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. And you know, a fortress is a heavily defense city. It is the most defense city in your land, the fortress. Well, that's what the Lord is for you. Because again, you doing right in a time that's not popular. A lot of people going to come after you. They're going to desire to try to take you out. I got to take this nigga. I can't stand this. Who you think he is living right? Well, he think he better than me or something? And according to the Bible, I am better than you. A righteous man is more excellent than his neighbor. That's what the Bible says. So yes, I am better than you. That Israelite sister that's living right, yeah, she is better than you. According to the Bible. And it says, in him will I trust. Absolutely. In him will I trust. That's huge because a lot of people today, see, they trust in man. And whoever it is that you trust, that's who you obey. Whoever you trust, that's who you're going to obey. But I don't obey men. I obey the Most High. Hey, you need to live right because, hey, when I'm going to bring forth this punishment and I don't want you to get hurt. I trust God. I believe God. So guess what? I'm going to do what's right. Because I don't, my head split open. I don't. And I can see it right now. Even if you can't even see it, you can feel the judgment. Can't you feel it coming? You can feel this thing coming. So you better abide in that secret place, in the shadow of under the shadow of the Almighty, because it's coming, brothers and sisters. It ain't gonna be nobody you can run to, because God gonna get every single person that's doing evil. Verse 3. And it says, surely, I don't know how long we're gonna read into the Psalms 91, but I'm just reading verse 3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. So the snare of the fowler is a person that try to catch you. It's a bird catcher. They trying to catch you. Okay. And you will get caught at times. But guess what? God want to see to it that you don't get destroyed. He gonna get you out of these traps that they playing for you. Because I'm telling y'all don't understand how unpopular it is to be doing the right thing in this generation, in this day and time. They ostracize you today for saying, oh, I'm a virgin and I'm waiting to get married to have sex. What? You a damn idiot. You stupid. You lame. But the Lord say, don't you listen to them. You get married, then you can have sex. Then you could do all of those things. Love on your wife, love on your husband. Don't listen to these idiots out here. And see, it says, and from the noisome pestilence, because the Lord out here, he plaguing these people. That's why people, they wondering why they getting sick. They wondering why they getting all of these diseases. Because they're not doing things the Lord's way. And I seen some news actually last week. They said here in America, man, they said sexually transmitted diseases is rampant. They said it has damn near tripled. Because why? Nobody wants to get married. Nobody wants to do it the right way. And we have to do it the right way. We must, brothers and sisters. Because the Lord does not play any games. He will lock you up. Or he'll hit you with something, boy, and you'll be looking stupid, crying not to him. But the Lord say, hey, you do what I say, hey, none of these things won't touch you. COVID-19 come out, everybody getting sick. Everybody dying from it, but not you. You might get sick, but you're not going to die. The Lord ain't going to take your life. He's not going to take your life for that. He's going to deliver you. And just because you get sick, it don't mean that you was doing evil. That just means that's what the Lord purpose for you. Because the Lord does whatever he wants, brothers and sisters. Verse 4. And it says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. That's right. So the Lord, he got you, even though you can't see him. Okay. Because that's why a lot of people don't trust in the Lord. They don't trust that he'll deliver them because they can't see him. See, they'll believe in the police and the CEO because these are people that they can see. So they feel like because I see them, they can help me. The Lord don't work like that. You got to have faith. If you want to please God, if you want God to move on your behalf, you must have faith. And guess what? If you trust in the Most High, you're not going to try to make stuff happen for yourself. You're not going to try to defend yourself. Get yourselves out of snares of the fowler. You're going to let the Lord do it. Because if you try to do it, you're going to get in trouble. And now your hand is going to be seen, and now you're going to be a target for everybody. See, that's why it's always best to let the Lord help you. And ultimately, if you trust in the Lord, you're not going to do no evil. Because see, Babylon says, see, you do good, you don't get nothing out of here. You don't get nothing out here. You don't get money. You don't get promotions. You don't get any of that stuff. See what happens when you do good? But if you do something evil, you can get a whole bunch of money. You can move up. People respect you. You will gain favor from this man and this woman. God said, you better not listen to this damn red dragon. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Put your trust in me. I will exalt you. I will give you favor with man. I will give you the desires of your heart. You don't got to do none of that evil. Just do it my way. But the problem is we don't have any faith. And that's why we refuse to do it the Lord's way. Okay. Now here you go. This is really what I wanted to get to. I just know this verse was somewhere in 91, but here it go. It says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Because let me tell you something. People out here getting took out. Poverty is taking people. Economic crisis is taking people. Health issues is taking people. You know, emotionally, people are checked out. Depression, suicide. The Lord said, even though you see all of that happen, you ain't gonna be afraid of that because I got you. You doing what I'm saying. I'm not gonna let that stuff touch you. Verse 6. And it says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Okay. Verse 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. And I wanted to read that because, brothers and sisters, sometimes, you know, the Lord take care of us so good and he bless us so good that we forget how bad it is out here. But make no mistake, brothers and sisters, it's bad. But the Lord is just keeping the evil away from you. That's what he's doing. But if you want to know how blessed you are, if the Lord really taking care of you, turn on the news. Turn on your alternative news. And watch and listen. And you'll get your answer. Am I blessed? Is the Lord really with me? Turn on that news. And you will see whether or not God is with you. If he is blessing you. And I look, and I'm telling you, like I said, for this video, I was looking and I was like, my God, it's stuff, man, that you hear and see. It just, you be like, thank you, Lord, for being with me. And make sure when you're praying, you show the Lord some gratitude. Because I'm telling y'all, people are out here suffering. They are suffering beyond what you can believe. The homeless population in America will make you want to cry, man. It don't make no sense. And these rich boys, the elite, they don't show any mercy. They show no mercy. They just, these rich boys, they just destroying the people, man. They destroying them. They don't give a damn. Okay? So that right there should be enough to convince you that you need to make sure you serving the Most High, so he could take care of you in this time, because the Lord is making it so bad to where you have to serve him. If you want to prosper, you have to serve him. Especially in this time, you got to serve him. Ain't no way you can do this by yourself. You must serve the Most High, because he will open doors for you that he will open for no one else. In a time where people suffering, God will see to it that you're eating. He will set a table in the midst of all your enemies. Everybody doing evil and wicked, he'll set a table right there. In the midst of all this evil and this poverty, he'll make sure you eating. The Lord, David said, I never seen the righteous poor or begging bread. Lord take care of his. Again, he takes care of his. He don't take care of everybody. He take care of his. So we need to make sure, brothers and sisters, that we, like I said, I know I'm being repetitive, but we need to really make sure we in this book, that we reading every day, that we repenting, praying to the Most High, staying in his face and serving him, because you have to today. It's too much. It's bad, brothers and sisters. It really is. That's all I can say. But we're going to go ahead and do Numbers chapter 2. Let me get some water first. Now, remember in Numbers chapter 1, the Lord was numbering all the children of Israel, each tribe except Levi. He was numbering all the men from 20 years old upwards of who could go to war. Okay, and I believe it was over 600,000 men that was able to go to battle. All right. So men that was sick or they were crippled, obviously the Lord did not count them because he's a fair God. He didn't do none of that. He only those that was able, he used. All right. And it's like I said last time, let's just go ahead and read it again. Even though the Lord got Israel out of captivity, right? Even though the Lord got Israel out of captivity, let me make sure I'm in the right spot. Okay. But even though he got us out of captivity, we were once captives. The same ones he got out of captivity, they're going to be the same ones that's going to be his army. And like I said, we need to understand that. Trying to figure out where it was. For some reason, my mind went absolutely blank. It was the one where it said, and the Lord brought Israel out by his armies. I think that's Exodus 15. Let me see. Okay, I think I know what this is. Give me just a moment, y'all. All right, here we go. Exodus chapter 12 and 51. And it says, and it came to pass the selfsame day that the Lord did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies. And again, this is going to happen again, brothers and sisters. Now here he brought Israel out by their armies out of one nation, Egypt. But this time around, he's going to set his hand again the second time. And he's going to get us out of all of these nations under the sun. Okay. And the same remnant that he get out is the same ones that's coming back to fight with him on this earth. Because brothers and sisters, like I showed y'all in the last chapter, we gonna fight. We gonna take Babylon down. We're gonna take down this great red dragon that has terrorized this earth for centuries. We're gonna take it down, brothers and sisters. That's why in Exodus 12, that's why it said, He brought Israel out by their armies, because we're not just his redeemed, we're also his armies. We are who he is going to use to take this world down. And we're going to be back in our full strength. When the Lord come back, we're going to be back at our full strength. It ain't going to be like it is now. We all messed up and destroyed. When the Lord come back, we're going to be in our full strength. No more Mr. Weak Black Man and Mrs. Weak Black Woman. We're going to be in our full strength. We're going to have spiritual bodies. Impervious, invulnerable, and immortal. Absolutely unstoppable and immortal army. These nations ain't going to know what to do with that. But we're going to go ahead, y'all, and start reading. This is just one of those chapters, brothers and sisters, where, you know, I just got to read it all the way through. Nothing much is, you know, happening. So if you want to continue reading along with me, you can. If not, you know, I'll see you in the next video. But this is one of those kind of those repetitive chapters. But I'm going to read it nevertheless. Let's get into it. Numbers chapter 2 and verse 1. And it says, And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, Every man of the children of Israel shall pitch by his own standard. That's right. With the ensign of their father's house, far off about the tabernacle of the congregation shall they pitch. So they were going to basically encamp around this tabernacle. Verse 3. And on the east side toward the rising of the sun shall they of the standard of the camp of Judah pitch throughout their armies. Okay, and this is how it's going to be again, brothers and sisters. We are going to be tribes again. We are going to be Levi, Simeon, Judah. You get it. You get all of that. We gonna know. It ain't like now you got brothers out there trying to guess what tribe they is. Nah, listen, ain't gonna be none of that. When the Lord come back, you gonna know, hey, you're Naphtali, you're Gad, you're Zebulun, you're Ephraim, you're Manasseh, you're Benjamin, you're Levi, you're Judah. We're gonna know all of that stuff. Okay? So now, let's keep on going. And it says, and Nahshon, let me just reread 3. And on the east side toward the rising of the sun, shall they of the standard of the camp of Judah pitch throughout their armies. And that's what Jesus is. He's a Judean. And it says, and Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, shall be captain of the children of Judah. And his hosts and those that were numbered with them were 614,600. And those that do pitch next unto him shall be the tribe of Issachar. And Nathaniel, the son of Zuar, shall be the captain of the children of Issachar. And his hosts and those that were numbered thereof were 54,400. And brothers and sisters, you know, you cannot miss this day. That's why you want to make sure you serve in the Most High, because this is going to be a beautiful thing to see the 12 tribes of Israel reunited. And we all know who we are. We know what tribe we belong to. That is going to be such a beautiful day. No more, oh, he's Caribbean, or he's black, or he's American, he's Cuban. None of that mess no more. He's Jamaican. Ain't gonna be no more. He's Nigerian. Ain't gonna be none of that. He's a Zuni. None of that mess no more. We gonna know I'm Issachar. I'm Gad. I'm Asher. That's gonna be beautiful to know that in that day, just to see Israel all united and knowing who they are. It says, then the tribe of Zebulun and Eliab, the son of Helion, shall be captain of the children of Zebulun, and his hosts and those that were numbered thereof were 57,400. All that were numbered in the camp of Judah were 100,000 and 6,400 throughout their armies. These shall first set forth. On the south side shall be the standard of the camp of Reuben. according to their armies. And the captain of the children of Reuben shall be Eleazar the son of Shedeur. And his hosts and those that were numbered thereof were 46,500. And those which pitched by him shall be the tribe of Simeon. And the captain of the children of Simeon shall be Shalumiel, the son of Zurishaddai. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 59,300. Then the tribe of Gad, and the captain of the sons of Gad shall be Eliasaph the son of Ruel, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 45,650. All that were numbered in the camp of Reuben were all 100,050 and 1,450 throughout their armies, and they shall set forth in the second rank. And I tell you, this is what our enemies fear, brothers and sisters. They fear the day that we reunite, that we stop being thugs and niggas. They fear that thing when we come together. We got some sense. We're rallied under God. We know who we are. No longer lost. They fear this thing. They fear this. Look at these Negroes in order, in rank. That scares the crap out of them. That's why even that little civil rights era, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, that scared the crap out of these heathen. That's why they said the new supremacists, that's why they said, we got to stop touching these people. We got to stop laying our hands on these people, because when we do that, these people get organized, they unify, and they start talking about God and all. No, sir. They can't have that no more. So that's why they got this new way, brothers and sisters. They ruling by deceit, because they know that other way with their fathers, it didn't work. Too many messiahs rising up. They say, we can't do this. We got to find another way. And this way that they got Israel is perfect. Israel think they free. They think the heathen love them. They think that this is a new decade. We are free. But you are not free, brothers and sisters. These people using deception on you now. But that's a whole nother lesson. I don't want to get into that. Let's keep going. 17. Then the tabernacle of the congregation shall set forward with the camp of the Levites, and in the midst of the camp, as they encamp, so shall they set forward every man in his place by their standards. And brothers and sisters, in terms of the unifying, we can unify right now. Now, I'm not talking physically, but I'm talking about as the body of Christ. You know what I mean? You see all of these churches and you see all of these camps. But brothers and sisters, the Lord does not see it that way. And we must understand that it is not that way. It is not this church versus this street camp. This street camp versus this street camp. This church versus this church. No. Okay? The Lord sees it as being the body of Christ. And once we understand love, and once we understand the body of Christ, we will all begin to do things that we haven't seen since the days of the apostles, brothers and sisters. But we not there yet. We just woke up. We're just discovering what love is, who we are, how we need to walk, how we need to operate after being out of commission for so long. Okay? But let's keep it going, because again, that's a whole nother animal, another lesson. Verse 18. On the west side shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim according to their armies. And the captain of the sons of Ephraim shall be Elishama the son of Ammihud. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 45,500. And by him shall be the tribe of Manasseh. And the captain of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel the son of Pedazur. And remember, Manasseh was the oldest child. So technically they should have got the birthright. But remember, Ephraim ended up getting the birthright. And Ephraim ended up being the largest tribe. Okay. It's 21. And his hosts and those that were number of them were 32,200. Then the tribe of Benjamin, and the captain of the sons of Benjamin shall be Abidan, the son of Gideoni. And his hosts and those that were number of them were 35,400. All that were number of the camp of Ephraim were 100,000 and 8,100 throughout their armies, and they shall go forward in the third rank. And I like how all of these tribes are surrounding the Most High. Okay, because all of this stuff is encamping. All of these tribes are encamping this tabernacle, and the tabernacle represent the Lord, where he would be. See, and I love that, because that's exactly who we're going to be rallied to. That's that ensign. Remember, it was talking about that ensign? Well, that's what we're looking at. In the New Testament, it said, Lord shall set an ensign for the nations. Okay, and they're going to bring his people from far. That's what's going on. We're going to rally around Jesus. We're going to rally ourselves, brothers and sisters. We're going to take this world down. Okay. Verse 25. And it says, the standard of the camp of Dan shall be on the north side by their armies. And the captain of the children of Dan shall be Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. And his hosts and those that were number of them were 62,700. And those that encamp by him shall be the tribe of Asher. And the captain of the children of Asher shall be Pagiel, the son of Ochran, and his hosts, and those that were number of them. And remember, guys, these men were men that were well known among these tribes. They were princes of these tribes. They were well known. Okay. In verse 28, and his hosts and those that were number of them were 41,500. Then the tribe of Naphtali, and the captain of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahira, the son of Enan, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 53,400. All they that were numbered in the camp of Dan were 100,050 and 7,600. They shall go hindmost with their standards. These are those which were number of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers. All those that were numbered of the camps throughout their hosts were 600,000 and 3,550. But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the children, because see, their jobs, their inheritance was the Lord. Their job was to take care of the Lord's business. So all of those other affairs, war and all that stuff, the other tribes handled that. But it wasn't so with the Levites. They were the Lord's inheritance. 34. And the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded. So they pitched by their standards. And so they set forward, everyone after their families, according to the house of their fathers. And brothers and sisters, thank you for reading along with me, and I will see you in the next chapter. Shalom.